Hello, students. Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So, dear students, we are still looking at, some of the types of, oral narratives. That is under the long genres, of oral literature. So, in our previous video, we looked at dilemma stories or dilemma narratives. That is by looking at, the definition, again, the features of dilemma narratives, the target audience, and lastly, we were also able to look at the functions of dilemma narratives. So again, in this video, I'd like to take you through one of the narratives, and that is etiological narratives. So again, talking about etiological narratives, we are going to look at what they are. Again, we are also going to look at an example that will later help us to understand some of the features of these narratives. Then later on, we will get to look at the functions of these narratives. So stay tuned. Now, dear students, talking about etiological narratives. Etiological narratives. These narratives are also referred to as the why narratives. And another name is also explanatory narratives. So the reason why they are called why narratives or explanatory narratives is what we want to find out right about now. So etiological narratives, dear students, explain the origin of a certain phenomenon. So they are stories that attempt to trace and explain certain physical and cultural attributes in the environment and society at large. So, an etiological narrative is an imaginative story that is triggered by the question how or why. And we can also talk about when and where. So they are stories that help us find out the reason why something came to existence, or why given type of animal is having a given condition. So examples of some of the examples of these narratives are that is why a rainbow appears in the sky after it rains. We can also talk about why dogs live with man, or why hair has a short tail. So they help us answer some of these questions that we do not understand. So here is an example of an etiological narrative, and I'll just go through it very fast so that we use it to try and identify some of the features. So why turtles live in water? Turtles used to live on the land, they say, until the time a clever turtle was caught by some hunters. They brought him to their village and placed the turtle before the chief, who said, "How shall we cook him?" "You'll have to kill me first," said the turtle, "and take me out of this shell." "We'll break your shell with the stakes," they said. Continuation. "That will never work," said the turtle. "Why don't you throw me in the water and drown me?" Excellent idea," said the chief. They took the turtle to the water and threw him into the water to drown him. They were congratulating themselves on their success in drowning the turtle when two little green eyes poked up in the water and the laughing turtle said, "Don't get those cooking pots out too fast, foolish people." As he swam away, he said, "I think I'll spend most of my time from now on safely in the water." And it has been that way ever since. So, dear students, the story that I've just read is an example of, a story that tends to explain certain phenomenon. So, some of the features of etiological narratives are as follows. So the first one is that they are fictitious stories characterized by events or episodes that are beyond reality. So they are imaginations. Again, even looking at the story that we have just read, why turtles, live in water, it is something that is not realistic. So it takes us from the world of reality to the world of fantasy or imagination. So another feature is that the narratives explain the existence and origin of certain features in the surrounding. And again, the story we have just read uh, just explained the reason why turtles live in water. So another feature is that in their attempt to explain the origin of the phenomena, some may involve gods, spirits, or supernatural powers. So this means that some of these explanatory narratives, the fact that most of them are, beyond the reality, means that there are now those that have or involve gods, spirits, or supernatural powers. For example, maybe like in this case, we are told that the turtle reappeared with some green eyes, meaning that the turtle had now, had acquired some power from elsewhere and was able to defeat the those who captured the people who captured him. So another feature is that explanatory narratives give an explanation of the natural features in the environment, including animals and plants. So the one that we have just read again, why turtles live in water, has just explained, uh, you know, some natural features, including animals, because in the story we are talking about animals. So the stories also provide answers to questions such as why something happened, again, where it happened, when it happened, and how it happened. So the functions of etiological narratives, number one, is that they are a great source of entertainment because of their extensive use of fantasy. That is, they are full of imagination. So another function is that they deliver moral lessons. They deliver moral lessons. And lastly, they educate children about animals, plants, and natural features in their environment. So before I forget, the target audience of these narratives in most cases are the children and the young people. So, dear students, that brings us to the end of this session. And thank you for keeping it easy, Limo. Once again, my name is Mr. Stanley Ombogo. Until next time, bye.